love for Baltimore. Give it up for Kenneth Something.
Only if I could dance. That was a perfect moment. If I could just one time, if I could just do one time, God, just give me rhythm, like all the other black people. Just one time. Nah, I don't got that shit. That shit, I'll quit. I'll walk out of here. All right. I am sober. That is interesting. Not used to this. Oh, what'd you do, for real? We should have told me before I got up here. I could have been pre-gaming, make sure. I mean, I'm just saying, y'all would have a better experience if you'd have had me earlier. But we're gonna make this one work. All right, I wanna get out y'all way. I'm just some poems. As it was mentioned, I'm the coach for the Baltimore Slam team, and we're getting ready to go to a national poetry competition on Tuesday. I'm really excited. So when I had this opportunity to feature, I said, no, I'm gonna bring my squad down too so they can flex just a little bit. And so I'm gonna get to my favorite part of this experience, which is watching them do that thing. So here we go, do some poems, and then y'all gonna do what y'all been doing all night, which is having a good time. So here we go, let's get started. Every rope is a community of fibers brought together to serve a purpose greater than ourselves. So when I was assembled, I wanted to be on a flagpole. I wanted to hold up a symbol of what this country stood for. My greatest fear was being a jump rope. I just thought I would get dizzy from the spinning and spinning and spinning, but I never became a jump rope. I started on a shelf in a little store when two men walked in and purchased me. They threw me in their back seat next to a beer, a shotgun, and some sheets, and we drove to the middle of nowhere. I heard them say, the only good nigga is a dead nigga. When we got there, one of the men started to twist my body into a knot, said now my name was Noose. I saw the man they was mad at. He was all black and bleeding and praying. He prayed and prayed so loud, like he was waiting for the sky to just break open for God to intervene. They put me around his neck and tied me to a tree. He kicked and cried and swung. He kicked and cried and swung. He kicked and cried and swung until nothing. There was no God there, just us and nothing. But with the flies as witness, I learned how to pray. Proof that under the right circumstance, even a rope can be religious. It's been 9 days, and I'm still praying someone will come to cut him free, even that means cutting me in half, because this ain't what I was supposed to be. I'd rather be dead than live like this. They say God will never give you a cross that you can't carry. But I don't know if anyone knows how heavy of a cross he is. When I was assembled, I wanted to be on a flagpole. I wanted to hold up a symbol of what this country stood for. I just didn't know it would look like this. So, y'all gonna have a good time tonight. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. I'm not gonna disappoint you. The other thing is you heard in my bio as well is I'm also the director and the lead coordinator for Baltimore Pride, right? So I'm excited. I'm also the coordinator of Baltimore Black Pride as well. So both two different organizations, two different prides. So I put them both on, and it's Pride Month. So just know I'm gonna do one more poem for all the straight people. Y'all get one more. And then shit is turning left. Okay? So really quick, y'all get one more. I don't want nobody here saying there was enough and they ain't like, yo. You get these 2 chances. That's it. And then it's my turn. All right, so really quick, I'm gonna jump into it because we got, for time's sake. So for this piece, I'm gonna invite my brother, the phenomenal, amazing Black Chakra, to the stage real quick to help me do this poem.
They say our poems are often too black, too full of death.
That maybe we should add some humor, include a joke or two. Being men of reason, we decided to take their advice. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Justin.
Justin who? Just in time for my best friend's funeral.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Latina Herring.
Latina Herring who? Proof that when black women are killed in this country, the shit goes unnoticed.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? An unwanted search and seizure leaves my father on the floor of his home having seizures.
Or 2 black men walk into...
A bullet.
What do you call something hits a black woman's heart and sweeps her off her feet?
Love at first shot.
What did the police officer say when the black rapper was killed?
No biggie.
I'm sorry, we're normally better at this funny thing.
But when black death is constantly taking place, you kind of stop laughing because so many of your friends will laugh gasping and you're stuck coughing, grasping.
We know that punchlines are supposed to make you cackle. But have you ever tried telling a joke in shackles? There's so many police batons hitting my people that slapstick has become a trigger. And what's ironic is that trigger is also a trigger. Do you think we don't know comedy? Know how easy it is to hide your hurt in humor and call it healing? But there comes a time when shit just ain't funny. But you know, they love when black folks make them laugh, so. Your dad is so ugly, the bullet saw his face and shot him in his back instead.
Your mother is so dumb, she thought she could raise her children by herself, even from the dead.
Your dad is so fat, it took 5 police tasers to stop his heartbeat.
Your mother is so sad, she cried out her memories of you until she drowned herself.
What's faster than a speeding bullet? The hashtag. The NYPD is so funny. Eric gonna choke to death. All black people look like the next victim. Like there's a script for our demise. And the plot ends with us in a plot. Now ain't that dark humor? A black comedy. A stand-up where everyone lies down. Chakra, pass me my water real quick. Y'all good? You good? We keep going? Straight people, y'all good? Y'all had y'all shit? Y'all enjoy y'all time? Okay, that was y'all got. That was it. Y'all can exit left. Buy a book before y'all go, but now it's time for my shit. A little bit. All right, I'm gonna start slow in case there's any, No, I'm gonna start slow. I'm gonna work it up and build it up. It's Pride Month. Some of the allies are new allies and shit. I don't want to scare them off and shit before they can, march in the streets with us. All right, so here we go. This is the gay pole. Listen, you see it coming? Y'all see it? My hand wasn't on I was all with black chakras beside me. All right, so now, we can do this. All right, I'm gonna start with this one. If I was to write a poem where I replace punctuations with people, then black women would be the period, the enough, the embodiment of I said what I said. Black fathers would be the question mark, but less of the where is he's and more of the why is he missing in the first place. Trans women would be the space, the pause, the thing between two other things, the moment the world stops to take a breath literally, and this would be the point when people would debate if space is a real punctuation. Well, in this poem, the answer is fuck yes. Black men would be the hashtag. That part would not change. That part would be the same as every poem that came before it. My grandmother would be the parentheses, the thing that wraps its arms around the things that don't always feel like they are necessary. White men would be the colon, the thing that comes before every list of tragedies. White women would be the comma, as in common, as in overused, as in inserts itself between two things that were doing perfectly fine before it got there. And I will be magically missing from the poem. See, I realize sometimes I use poetry as a disguise. I go in knowing it's the best place to hide because no one searches for the gender non-conforming person inside the big black guy. I've learned that placing my scars behind my balls ain't healing. No medicine or gauze, just oohs and ahs. I call it the art of the ahs, meaning if I leave enough golden bricks, I'm certain no one will notice the person hurting behind the curtains. I write windows because I'm afraid of mirrors, despise my reflection, so I often stand on stage and spit deflections. I talk about how the world's on fire, do not mention where I hid the matches. I've mastered the art of distractions. I yell, fuck Donald Trump, but I'll discuss all the men I fucked just like Donald Trump. I call out your privilege while expecting the world to remain blind to mine. I find my lines are more device than divine. I talk about toxic institutions, but never my contributions. No solutions, just alluding to more illusions. It's all an illusion. Truth is, every poet is a magician. And every poetry performance is in fact a magic act. What I meant to say was, if I was to write a poem where I replace punctuations with people, then the audience would be will not die ever. This is not a metaphor. Have you ever wondered what happens when you die? The way the grass forgets a body is there. The way the world forgets it was once somewhere else. I've watched so many black bodies get put in the box, and I know that America just waiting to watch me rot in a plot too, but I decided not to. Like, who the fuck said I got to? Your gun, your government, your God. Fuck a funeral. No matter how greedy the grave, I will not get in. I will smack any obituary that can't keep my name out of its mouth. I won't let anyone make a memory out of me. My older brother was stabbed to death. My younger brother was shot dead in the chest, so I know it's only a matter of time for death's hands reach for me next, but I promise this ain't a dance the devil wants to do. These bones won't bend or break. I will beat the grim reaper the fuck up if I must. If that's what it takes to survive, to stay alive, let's face it, Dying is just basic. Every black body does it, and I am too fabulous to be all dead and shit. I got other things to do, so I refuse to lose to death. This country took so much from me, but it won't get my breath. Shit, it's the only thing I got left. It's not much I even like about my flesh, but it's mine. So ain't nobody feeding his faggots, no maggots. I will be here until the earth forgets how to orbit. When I say I will not die, I mean this body will not be broken open by a bullet. These lungs will not be swallowed by ocean. When I say I will not die, I mean you will find me attempting to twerk on the moon long after this corrupt country crumbles. When I say I will not die, I mean resiliency is a religion, and I am God here. So what is the point of mourning when you be the morning? Be the moonlight, the Milky Way, the meteorite, which is to say, what good is a gun against a galaxy? My molecules are made of music and magic and melanin and miracles and matter and matter and matter, which simply means I fucking matter, so no matter how many diseases or devils you send for me, I will be here forever. Forever. Like goodness, like glory, like God, like God, like God. Oh, the mic wasn't on last time? So last time, check, thank you, you saw smarter than me. That was smart. Appreciate you. So that was the warm up. This is my last poem. Okay, everybody? This is the warning now. It's going there. I'm going there now. Now I can't go where I want to go by myself. So I gotta bring my brother up to the stage, who's gonna go there with me. Please clap it up for the phenomenal Duke the Roots. Now Duke, I warned them in advance. But actually, that's loud as shit. I'm gonna back up. But actually, I heard some of their nasty ass poems earlier. Yeah, you know. So they've been all nasty and shit. All, if they gonna be all hetero nasty,
you know.
The fuck. Shit, let's tell them about it.
Throat snatching.
Yeah, it was all kinds of stuff. People had soft dicks. There was so much shit on the stage. Y'all ready? They warmed the stage up for us. Welcome to How to Have Gay Sex 101. Chapter 1, How to Give the Dick.
Notes, you have to learn how to fit into tight spaces.
Step 1, lay your partner on his back. Lift his legs over your shoulder, slide 2 fingers in over and over, and notice the quiver in his lips. As 9+ inches enter his center, but remember, you may face some resistance, and if so, go slow. To shove your face into the space and make a place for the rest of you. Go harder. Soon, he'll be requesting you. And when he do, go slow. Tease till he plead, then go balls deep, then pause and repeat.
Chapter 2, how to take the dick.
Note, you must be prepared to take a beating.
Be flexible. The tools for your enjoyments are already in place. You were born this way with pleasure senses in your anus. Those brothers mad because they ain't us. Can do tricks on the dick and still cook breakfast. Now, no, stay on your back. But when up against the wall, keep your knees to your chest. You're in for a long one. He's going to give you everything he's got. Just take it and keep going. He's going to treat you like you belong at the bottom, but the goal is to stay on top. It only hurts during initial penetration. Tell him, you know it's ironic, but keep straight. If his dick is naturally curved to the left, swing your body to the right and realize this experience is less about learning how to take dick and more about how to give ass. Chapter 3. How to give head. Note, This can be done with no hands, but grab it like your life depends on it.
Because it might.
Open wide and dive.
But do it with the light.
This requires perfect sight.
So go down.
But look up.
Keep eye contact at all times. Make it rise to meet you where you are.
Cause it's not fun if it's not hard.
This is not a hobby.
It's a job.
So go to work.
And make him come.
Over.
Come.
Over.
Come.
Over.
Over.
And over and over again.
This was never a poem about how to get fucked.
This is a poem about how not to give a fuck.
Welcome
to how to make straight black men check their text messages in the middle of a poem.
Welcome to how to make women snicker whenever a man mentions having sex with the same gender.
Welcome to how to say fuck you to the guy who just whispered fag to his friend.
Welcome to how to make a Christian pray for you.
And condemn you to hell at the same damn time.
Welcome to how to make some pro-black folks forget your complexion in the middle of a poem.
Note, you have to learn how to fit the tight spaces because straight folks won't always make a place for you at the table or on the stage. So sometimes you have to shove your face into a space and make a place for the rest of you. Grab the mic and go hard. Soon they'll be requesting you. When they do, go slow. Tease so they plead and go God-like deep, then pause and repeat.
Note, you have to be prepared to take a beating. This world will fight to keep you out of their space. They will attempt to keep you in your place, but do not stay on your back. When up against the wall, keep your knees to your chest. You're in for a long run. They're gonna give you everything they got. Just take it and keep going. They're gonna treat you like you belong at the bottom, but the goal is to stay on top. Their words only hurt during initial penetration. Note, this can be done with no hands, but use them if you must. So grab the mic like your life depends on it.
Because it might.
Open wide and dive.
But do it under spotlight.
This requires perfect sight.
So go in.
But look out.
Keep eye contact at all times. Make the crowd rise to meet you where you are.
Cause this poetry shit is not fun if it's not hard.
This is not a hobby.
It's a job.
So go to work.
And we will come over and over again.
Welcome to how to be a same gender loving poet on stage. Clap it up for Duke the Root, everybody.
Bring a book.
So, y'all got it, y'all good, y'all good. Did y'all see the straight black men check the text messages? I caught two, I saw two, it was great. I ain't gonna call them out right now. I'm gonna be nice on Pride Month. They can get this pass only because they may not be really straight. You never know. Don't hurt the fam. They could be just pretending. All right. So really quick, for the rest of the night, I have the pleasure of calling up all the Baltimore people coming up to the stage, and it's gonna finish the show. It's gonna be quick. It's gonna be amazing. I promise you. If you love what just happened, you're gonna love it. Keep loving it. Okay. So please clap it up. Keep love going for the phenomenal Duke the Root. Don't cut me off. I didn't do my job. You can follow me on social media. This is really important. I'll be mad as shit if like one person follow me. So really quick, cause so my social media is Poet Kenneth Something, right? And I have books for sale. Yes. The garage was like $50 a park and shit. So please, that shit was expensive. So buy a book. The book is actually co-authored by myself and Duke, so it's called Baldwin Sent Me, so please support. With that being said, clap it up one more time for Duke the Root.
All right, that's stereotypical. Cat's out of the bag, I suck dick. So I'ma stick with that energy for real. Oh, okay, cool. We're gonna go over here. D. Fam. I bet you some quotables in this next poem for you. If you like me, I am Duke the Roots, DUKETHEROOT on all social media. And let's get into it. Terms and phrases I like to avoid during sex. 1, I'm going to fuck the shit out of you. Because sincerely, don't. 2, remove your socks. See, if he didn't take them off of his own accord, then there's probably a good reason, and there's no need to traumatize myself today. 3, vagina. I'm kind of kinky, so I needed a safety word to let my partner know that I don't want what is happening right now, and for me, I don't want vagina, so vagina. 4, gay. When performing in the poetry scene, I didn't want to be referred to as that gay poet. I didn't want my mother's disappointment to precede my artistry, and I consider what I do in my bedroom some art work. 5, consent. Definition keeps changing, especially in a relationship. I once tried to make it work with someone who didn't like my poems. Imagine laying next to someone who cares about what goes into your mouth, but not the words that come out. 6, bitch. I ignore him when he calls me that. It's the only way he knows how to affirm his manhood, by putting down a woman, even when a woman is not in the room. Still, I know that misogyny has entered my bedroom as often as a man has 7. I am that man, but I don't say it because I want to remind him that this moment is called gay. Gay is not allowed in my bedroom, which is the size of the closet he doesn't want to come out of. 8, nigga. A word that means nothing but says so much. I don't want to tell this man that he means nothing to me because it just says so much. 9, I am still a man, but he doesn't think so. He thinks I gave it up, really thinks he's on top, wants me beneath him while thinking that I am beneath him, and it's ironic. I get to be disrespected just like women in the face of some boys' masculinity. I get to stroke their dicks and ego at the same time because it's in the same place. 10, Rubik's Cube, I don't tell him how I feel, that he complicates my simple math, that I begin to look at myself the way he does, puzzled, out of place, because he doesn't have the decency to leave me as I once was. When he gets done with twisting my body is his. Because what is a body if it does not belong to someone else? If it does not bend and twist for them? 11, do you love me? See, if he doesn't say he does of his own accord, then there's probably a good reason, right? And there's no need to traumatize myself today. 12, freedom, because what does black and male know of freedom? It is hypocritical to mention he won't trust me if I did. Hell, I don't know if I would. Patriarchy is this prison, I'm sharing the cell with him, constantly asking if the smile or the conversation or the lack of distance between our bodies is too gay, even when we are already dripping from each other's mouths. I've learned something from this boy. That to be a homosexual is to be nailed on the same cross as a woman, and yet to be a man is to help put the nails in. 13, vagina. He is angry, and I am screaming out vagina. He begins pounding me with things other than his hips. 14, anything. I really don't say anything. See, he wants the body without the person, without the pushback. Necrophilia is the act of having sex with a corpse, and it makes sense to me because dead bodies can't question manhood. So I stiffen up and supply him the silence and the coffin and the sullen stares at a funeral. And do you see it? How this body is made up of death, and his too. Black and male still gets murdered today, whether in the streets or in the bedroom, it's all the same. Thank you.
All right, so keep clapping. That was a phenomenal Duke DeRue. He's amazing. Appreciate him. Make sure you follow him on social media and support. The next artist I'm calling up, I met her during the pandemic virtual world, poetry world, where I met a lot of people here already, and she decided to move to Baltimore for the purpose of pursuing a larger artist career and slam to make the Baltimore Slam team, which is one of the most winning slam teams in the history of Poetry Slam. I will just add really quickly. And so she's now the newest member of the Baltimore Slam team. Clap it up for Maya. Right.
He was trying to give me some extra inches. I appreciate it. I don't have them though. Yeah, if I was, but I'm just, yeah. Okay, hey y'all. Y'all so nice. I ain't even look past this pillar. Y'all look cute. Okay, so I want to give y'all my social media, even though y'all don't know, like I'm worth following, but you'll know by the end of the poem. So y'all ready? Okay, it's Maya, MAYA_WRITE, because I be writing stuff. Mostly my name, but I do be writing other stuff sometimes. All right, let's get to it. My big family has taught me how to take care of everyone but myself. I started babysitting at 6. I quit at 20 when I decided to go to college. By 22, I was halfway done with undergrad and I had a plan. Finish with my master's, then open up a daycare. Somehow, my life would always bring me back to being surrounded by children. I just wanted to save the world. I thought providing childcare could preserve a childhood and rescue those kids from adult responsibilities. But at the end of 2017, I dropped out. My course shifted in one phone call from foster care. My niece and nephew cried on the other end, asking if there was anything I could do to save them from their situation. March 11th of 2018, I seen the fruits of my labor. I pushed until I became a parent of a 12 and 14-year-old. You can't convince me all aunts are created equal. Some moonlight as mothers, make $9.15 an hour, do a 9 to 5 at a daycare they daydreamed about running but never away. These same aunts, well, we're reminded of how much mother we aren't, how our bellies didn't bear or baptize the babies we care for. My womb ain't enough to wash the sins or sentences of my nephew spoken in anger. I get a fuck you for every meal that ain't made with his mama's hands. He don't give a damn that I'm the better cook, accountable, or accounted for on every court date that replaced my college course. No. There is no thank you from the throats of babes, just the stained lips and trauma trapped between their teeth. At 15, he moved out. Said he'd rather be homeless with his mom than under my roof with so many rules. 3 months later, he begged to move back home. His calling the place of my praying hands home is all the thanks and apology I didn't know I still needed. This year, my niece graduates on the same day I was set to get my master's. But ain't no grudge resting against these gums. Only gratitude and congratulations. I swear I couldn't be more proud of her. As she walks across stage, I swear I see so many silver linings. Everything I gave up for them doesn't seem like a sacrifice. It just feels like what it's always been, a mother's love and no regrets. Thank you.
So I have 2 more artists for you. Y'all good? So this next artist, okay? This next artist is a phenomenal human, as well as a poet. She's actually the founder and CEO of the Baltimore Black Arts District, where I currently where I work at. She's also a 2-time Baltimore Slam champion, a 2-time Southern Fried Slam champion, a 2-time National Poetry Slam champion, and last year was ranked the #1 woman poet in the world from winning the Women of the World Poetry Slam. Put your hands together for the phenomenal, the majestic Lady Breon.
What's good, y'all? How y'all feeling? Good. So really quickly, if y'all want to follow me, I'm on Instagram as Lady, the letter B, Speaks. Again, that's Lady B Speaks. I'm going to do a poem. It was a lot of like love and erotic poems happening today. But this poem is like a fuck niggas kind of poem. Okay? Any of y'all on dating apps? It's just you. Okay, so this poem is for you. It was just you. It's okay. I'm sure we had the same experience because dating apps is trash. All right, so here we go. For the men on OkCupid, BLK, or insert other whack dating apps that got me fucked up on a Tuesday night one. It's called a dating app. So stop being so surprised when she actually wants to go out on a date. Wanting dinner does not make you a gold digger. I figure since you are clearly trying to put something in my mouth, it might as well be a meal. And ain't you using the free version? So you obviously a cheap person too. Netflix and chill does not constitute a date. You probably using someone else's account anyway. Plus, I binge better by myself, so you looking like an LG and I'd rather watch my own TV3. Stop being creepy. There is no punchline here. Just stop. Some of y'all are just mad suspect, and I guess no one has told you yet. So yeah, you're creepy, and you should work on that form. Arrogance is not sexy. I know the world handed you privilege wrapped in masculinity, made your ego a puffer fish and your skin Teflon thick, so you hear no, and it translates into try again. So you offer me misogyny as pickup lines, take my silent distance as a starting line for a race to get my attention, loving the chase, despite the fact that I am really running away. 5. When a touch screen is the only connection we have made, please do not pretend you are my man. My vagina is not for lease, which means it will only ever belong to me. So no, you don't get to ask if I'm talking to other dudes, especially since I barely talk to you. The good morning messages you toss into multiple inboxes like a 13-year-old paper boy is not impressive. You cannot act as if I wear your last name when you literally don't know my last name. A swipe right is not synonymous with ownership. 6. Dating apps do not come with a get some booty guarantee. 7. If getting to know someone is too much to ask, delete yourself and your profile. Sidebar, 4 lines that a rapist, a kidnapper, and a random guy on a dating app will all use. A. Let's get some drinks and go back to my place. B. Come sit in my car. C. Come here, girl, I know you want this. D. I can't wait to get you all alone, and the point here is that we are 2 complete strangers connected only by a digitized algorithmic pair and a half-filled questionnaire, so your attempts to get me alone feel the same as a predator with eyes of stone and hands that only know smash and shatter, ready to leave a survivor with only a broken will. But I have watched too much Criminal Minds and Law and Order SVU today, because like I said, I binge better by myself, so the answer to all of your unwanted invitations will always be hell no. And I know you ain't used to a woman who loves herself, but single don't mean desperate. It means I have standards. See, I be a real woman. So if you're looking for less pushback, I suggest something inflatable, because this mouth loves a hot meal, a matte lip, and talking shit.
She is that nigga. If I was straight, she would swipe right on me though. I already know. Love you, boo. All right. Y'all good? Y'all sober asses out here having a good time in Philly sober. This is some new shit. We don't do this in Baltimore. This is some new shit. Sober as hell. Just out here. Just can see y'all. This is different. Can walk up and down the steps without help. This is healthy. All right. So we have one more poet from Baltimore that I'm gonna bring up, right? So I wanna give you the bio, but I promise you it's easier to give you the anti-bio, okay? Here's the anti-bio. What the fuck is that? So there are many major slams in the country, like the best of the best in the world. He's won everyone except for one, and it's because they didn't open back up since the fucking pandemic. There's not a major slam he's not already the champion of, right? One of the most winning fucking poets of this generation. Please put your hands together again for my brother, Black Chakra.
Oh, they said I should introduce my Instagram first, so it's Black Chakra 88 on Instagram and Twitter. BLACKCHAKRA 88. I'll spell it again after the poem. There must be power in our words. They killing niggas for speech. They bomb churches. I ain't up here to preach. Shoot you for moving because they afraid of your reach. So what you doing with your hands now? If you ain't fighting or building something better for your children, put your motherfucking hands down. Don't you know you the sum of sisters and sons who spent summers slaving under southern suns that rose on songs of sorrow and set on death that set you up to live? Can't degrade that grade of people. If you feel you're on a roll, it's because your ancestors only had one F to give, and that's freedom. Ain't nothing new change. We took off the old chains, put on new chains. Locked you up, put you in 2 chains, let you out, then play 2 chains. You repaid. Ain't nothing new change. We took off the old chains, put on new chains. Locked you up, put you in 2 chains, let you out, then play 2 chains. You repaid the system when you bought new change. Put the bondage back around your neck. Noose change, you free, but they still make money off you, nigga. Loose change. If that don't make us mad, we too tame. Thought your ancestors were crazy to run, but they need a bolt from control. Are you sane? America been our Russia and you, Ukraine. The field isn't a place, it's a mentality. It's the whip that hovers over you like a drone strike. It's CNN, Fox News. It's Candace Owens in black costume. It's an imprint. It's an imprint for you to be submissive and aligned. Think I'm demented? No, I'm out my cotton picking mind. It's an imprint for you to be submissive and aligned. Think I'm demented? No, I'm on my cotton picking mind. Lock picking indoctrination on my language. I'm the peasant who stole the king's English. Who knows which African dialect was supposed to call my mouth kin? I lost it somewhere between a slave ship and a civil war. Now I flow revolution. Got that execution in my elocution. I spit that. Vengeance on the Amistad. The FBI plot to kill him, put the C4 in his car exhaust. I'm Jesus slapping a Klansman in front of a burning cross. A lynching is just a reincarnated crucifixion. And I done seen a Bible of babies burn 100 times. Now I can handle the fire. I'm a gun design. Slavery is a choice, Kanye. Run or die. We all on this road with holes in our souls, making a pathway for those who come after us so they can wade through America. Doesn't matter, you're still seen as slaves in America, but they fucked up because now my DNA is made for America. We the immigrants born within the borders. A history of destroying homes has made us ruthless, and me, I'm privileged gone wrong like a school shooting. Imagine being birthed at the top and still needing a Glock to prove your caliber. I'm Tupac's bullet wounds, spitting Hail Mary in front of a burning Notre Dame. I'm the ghost of a dead black boy, whistling NWA songs in white children's ears. I'm Muhammad Ali with Parkinson's in my trigger finger. I'm Eric Killmonger on T'Challa's throne. I'm Chadwick's cancer in Donald Trump's body. I'm I'm the American Omicron, fighting through the vaccination. This the blueprint. I'm showing y'all how to escape the plantation. I'm Harriet Tubman with a machine gun. Eyes locked on a Southern soldier saying freedom, freedom, freedom.